What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks back with another NIO update video where we'll take a look at how NIO stock traded today, some key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future, as well as some, news that came out over the weekend, as well as today on NIO that I think could impact the stock price moving forward. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on NIO are. And I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me hit record. We will get right into it. First things first, just want to quickly cover the price for today. Then we'll take a look at some of the news that I was talking about, maybe get a little quick recap of NIO Day, some news that came out today, and then we'll go do the actual analysis of the stock. So we were up $3.78 today, which was 6.5%, down a little bit after hours, about 2%, which makes our net gain for the day about 4.2%. Compared to the indexes, which were red, NASDAQ was down 1.25%. The Dow Jones was down 87 points, which is about 0.28%. And then the S&P was down 0.67%. Compared to that, NIO was up 6.5%, so that's great, right? It was a nice green day for NIO, closed pretty nicely. Okay, so let's really quickly cover NIO Day, then we'll take a look at an offering that they're doing with convertible notes, and then we'll take a look at the price target increase that they got today. So NIO Day, I made a more detailed video on it 2 days ago. Feel free to watch that. I just want to do quick updates on what they kind of announced, right? So the first thing is their NIO ET7, their first flagship sedan. So until now, they've had crossover/SUVs. This will be their first flagship sedan. It is going to be in the mid 60,000s, expected to compete with Tesla's Model S. The next thing that they had is a 150 kilowatt hour battery pack, which is great for range. So I think that vehicle, that the ET7 is actually, it could have a range of about 600 plus miles, which is great. Not having to charge as often is currently the problem that EVs have. So that's, definitely solving that. The other problem that EVs have is the amount of time it takes to charge, right? So if you're going on a road trip, if you are, not going to be able to come back home to charge, or any other instances, right? What NIO has is this power swap stations where you go, swap a battery, get a new one put in, ready to go, boom, done. And the last thing, which we were kind of anticipating, was the autonomous driving technology, which is a safe and effortless point-to-point autonomous driving experience. Covered that in my previous video as well. And they partner with NVIDIA on that. If we go back real quick, right, NVIDIA stock is actually doing really well, partly because of that as well. They were up 2.5% today. This one is, NIO stocks at records high after unveiling new sedan powerful battery pack. And then there was an article here about, a NIO self-driving solution picked by NIO Limited, right? Or NVIDIA's self-driving solution picked by NIO Limited. I was reading too fast there. So they partnered with NVIDIA on their autonomous driving. Let's take a look at this. This news just hit. Okay, you're not gonna let me access the article. That's fine. We're going to just find another article to go over. So this Yahoo News article, basically they did a notes offering of $650 million. That's going to be due 2026 and $650 million due 2027, which is a total of $1.3 billion of convertible security notes. Just wanted to cover that since that news just came out. And then the last thing that I wanted to cover is the fact that NIO got a price increase today. So JP Morgan analyst Nick Lay talked about some of the achievements that NIO has had, and how he expects them to continue growing. The fact that this 150 kilowatt hour battery can go for more than 1,000 kilometers and all that good stuff. Essentially, to quickly cover it, not going into too much detail, you feel free to check out this article if you guys would like. But reiterated an overweight rating on NIO, raised the price up from 50 to 75. If we do get to that 75, that would have been again 18%, right? So 75 new price target for NIO. Great upside since we're currently trading in the low to mid 61s in the after hours, right? So let's take a look now at NIO stock, how it traded today, and we will go from there. So closed trading in the 59s, right? We saw a little bit of a gap up. went down, didn't really fill a gap, kept pushing, right on the open. We saw a pretty drastic swing, right? So went from here 65 to 63, then to 67, then to 64. So big swings in the first half of the day. And then it kind of really calmed down. It was trading between 63 and 64 there for a while. And then pushed above VWAP again, right? And then pushed below VWAP, above VWAP. And then this like last hour or so was a sell-off across various stocks, not just NIO, but we sold off from 65 all the way down to 62.70. And then we've been kind of selling off in the after hours, reaching a low of $59 before it's, starting to rebound. So let's take a look at the daily chart and we'll kind of see what we see. Again, great news coming out over the weekend with NIO Day, kind of what we expected. Not really a sell the news day, or at least as much as we were expecting. As you can see, we did go down during the day. We opened 64.95, closed 62.70, but still close to close, we are up nicely. What does the future of NIO stock look like? So we'll take a look at kind of some technical analysis around that, and we'll see if we can maybe get an idea of where we could be headed. So first things first, had a great run since 12/29. Went from trading in the 42s to trading in the high 67s. We set a new all-time high today, right? So on the upside, what do we have to push for? Well, that 66.99 that we set today would be the first level, right? And then from that point on, it's anyone's guess because we would be at all-time highs. And at that point, it's just a matter of what people are willing to pay for it, supply and demand. On the downside though, since I do think we've gone up a lot and there could be the potential of a pullback, again, not saying it's going to crash, just a normal healthy pullback, right? We could see, I could see the stock, first and foremost, the low point of today, 62.19, which is already wiped out in the after hours. The only reason that concerns me is because we closed at 58.92 and we open at 64.95. So we have a whole lot of gap fill potential here, right? So not saying that we go all the way down to 58.92, which was the closing price on Friday, but that is definitely a potential and it's not out of the question. The next level I'm watching is this 56.35 on the downside, and then this 8 EMA, which comes in at 54.79, which is kind of also our next level, right? So those are the three levels I'm watching. If we drop to, if we open tomorrow and we're approaching the 62.14, assuming we open higher than here, we do have the potential of a gap fill down to the closing price of Friday on at 58.92, excuse me. So, going from opening 64.95 to close on Friday, right? So that 62.19, I just want to make sure I get that right, 62.19 to the closing price of 58.92. That's about a $4 drop we could see there, and then the next price is 56.35, and then we're at the 8 EMA. The fact that we're this far above the 8 EMA is kind of another thing that kind of shows me that we either come down just a little bit, right? A little bit of a sell-off, maybe fill the gap, and then find a new level of support. Meanwhile, the 8 EMA comes up, we maybe bounce off of that and then continue to push up, or we kind of drop a little bit more. Now it could keep going up, right? Not taking that out of the question. But I'm continuing to hold my NIO shares, bullish on NIO, but I'm not doing any short-term calls or options until I can see NIO kind of establishing that base and seeing if it sells off. Now, if you think NIO is going to keep going up from here, feel free to trade the way you want to trade. I'm sharing what I see in the stock, and I think the potential of a pullback is definitely there. The potential of a gap fill is definitely there. So that's why I'm kind of waiting on the sidelines to see if I want to put on any short-term calls or vertical put spreads or anything like that. So that's all I had for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop that like down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on NIO are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.